Hello, hello, salute, salute. Man, let me get right into this. Let me get right into this. Brandy, I see you. Extreme, I see you. Oh yeah, we definitely got something to talk about today. Go ahead and hit that like button. Just don't sit in the bushes. I want y'all to be a part of this conversation because I do believe that it is very, 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 very important. I know a lot of times when we talk about different topics, the room is always divided in half. But hopefully today we can come to a consensus, of a level of understanding. A friend of mine sent me a clip, which I'm about to show you guys. I actually got it hooked up to my phone so I can move it around. A clip of a celebrity going to the school. Now, I know a lot of people would think a celebrity going to the school, that's a wonderful thing. It's exciting. It's great for the kids. It's great for the school. And it's great for, of course, publicity. But suppose it's a celebrity that's been, their actions have been questionable. Not only just in public, but also around children. And today's topic basically surrounds the celebrities that we feel should stay away from our children in regards to speaking to our children. I'm going to be talking about two people directly. However, it encompasses an entire population of celebrities. All right. One would be Sexyy Red. If you guys are not familiar with her, I'm going to be showing you some clips of Sexyy Red's video and what she talks about. But I want to show you the response to Sexyy Red visiting a high school and the response that she got. So I'm going to go ahead and play that for you guys so that way you can see. Here we go.
So Sexyy Red went to this high school. She got Red out here. Sexyy Red got down there. Sexyy Red. Sexyy Red keeping people middle finger for. Yeah, that's middle finger. This woman is a god. Well, this is a high school. One white person. Hey, so it turns out she didn't perform now. She actually went there for charity work. Her hit song is Pound Town. Guess what that's about? I'm gonna read the lyrics. We talking about black culture here. They love these lyrics. This is like some Socrates. I'm out of town, thugging with my rounds. My pink, my booty hole brown. Where the nick? I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing it. Come suck a big toe. Man, what does that even mean? I'm trying to get my cookies scratched. Yeah, you shouldn't be allowed at any school. Dudes to get a restraining order.
Okay, y'all get the gist. Y'all get the gist. All right, so apparently Sexyy Red was allowed to go to a high school and make an appearance. God damn. So let me get this straight. We don't want the gay community to affect our kids, right? We don't want them in the school, right? We don't want to talk about that in the school. We don't want to talk about religion in the school. We don't want anybody that was alleged to have done anything to children in the school. Okay. All right. Don't want to talk about racism in the school. But we can talk about Pound Town Booty Hole Brown in the school. Can you imagine your child coming home and says, Sexyy Red visited our school? The school board was with it. The teachers was with it. They was taking pictures. She was signing autographs. Can you imagine the effect and the influence on those young girls and boys in the school if that particular celebrity came to that school? It gets better. It gets better. Another celebrity or a YouTube sensation, right? Charleston White. Charleston White says, hey, I go to the schools and I talk to the kids. Okay. This is what Charleston White has to say about children, people's children. I want you to listen to this.
Fuck Deion Sanders. Yeah, I damn near want to put $20,000 up on any college player that'll hurt his son. That motherfucker back. Yeah, that slow ain't going nowhere. Yeah, college, here Colorado football. Nigga, I'm with them still in Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson State University, y'all go, nigga. Deion. Yeah, Sambo Sanders is his new name, nigga. And he a football player. Deion ain't never done shit where we can rally and revolutionize. And a football player with a turf toe. Deion. I'm not trying to make a bunch of non-productive men on the internet who don't own businesses, who don't own a house, who don't have money saved up. I'm not trying to get a bunch of broke-ass niggas to understand me, nigga. And you niggas ain't gonna come build with me. You niggas ain't gonna buck down police officer like I do, nigga. Fuck you niggas need to understand me, fuck nigga. You niggas don't know what it's like to stand over a white man and watch him die. You niggas.
I want you to think about what he just said. He said, you don't know what it's like to stand over a white man and watch him die. What school system is approving Charleston White and Sexyy Red the rapper to come speak to the children? What are you talking about? I am dead ass serious. Like, seriously. I know we got a lot of Sexyy Red fans. We got a lot of Charleston White fans. I wanna ask you, when does Shock Jock and Ratchet go too far? When does it go too far? What is it? What is the level of, oh, you went too far that time, but however, comma, we still gonna let you come in. Now, let me tell you something. You know what I've learned about racism? It's learned. Racism is learned and racism is taught. You know what I also realized? I also realized that for some reason, the black community closes their eyes and reaches to the bottom of the barrel, right? They close their eyes and reach to the bottom of the barrel, and they don't even stir their hand. It's just whatever at that bottom right there trying to get out, and they pull it up. And whoever wants to be a role model for a day, whoever wants to be a spokesperson for the day, we put in front of our children. Now, I don't know why in the hell somebody would think that what you do online is separate than what you do in a community. I've never heard of no ignorant shit like that in my life. But for some reason, you could talk about killing white people, raping white women, hurting Asian people, hurting kids, and going to the school system and then say, role model of the day. You can talk about Pound Town, Booty Hole Brown, role model of the day. I'm trying to figure out, when do we get onto the same accord? Because here, you know what's so crazy? You know what schools they're not going into? White schools, predominantly white schools. They're not going into predominantly, like Sexyy Red and Charleston White are not going into predominantly white schools. Because the millisecond one of those parents gets a video like that, they are going to the school board. Somebody's going to be removed as the assistant principal, as the goddamn principal. They're going to be removed for making that decision. And this is what I don't understand about us as a black culture. Like, why is it we promote the worst? We promote the worst. We applaud the worst. Like, we don't applaud the school teacher. We don't applaud the bus driver. We don't applaud the postal worker. But if somebody gets up and they say the most racist shit, that's the person that we applaud and we cheer for. I was listening to Anthony Dewberry, and when I say my respect level for certain people are just like dropping to a bare minimum, I listened to Anthony Dewberry tell the followers of Charleston White, because let's just face it, his followers are Charleston White followers. And I listened to him make all type of excuses why he thought that Charleston White saying that Deion Sanders' son's legs should be broke, that he would pay money. Why he felt like anybody who said Charleston White was wrong, they're just emotional. You ever see a person's like mind messed up? Like, here's the thing. I understand some people have a slow cadence, that their conversations, like they're building up to their thought process. I get it, right? But it's like, you ever see somebody just searching for trying to stay safe, but just when they're talking, it sounds like a bunch of BS. When I listen to Dewberry talk about Charleston White and make excuses why he felt like it's okay to say, I want to pay people money to break Deion Sanders' son's legs. What grown man, what man with good common damn sense says that's okay? Say if you speak on that, you're just an emotional person. I don't know when trolling became the man thing to do. As for a black man, I don't know when we just said, yeah, we're going to troll some people. We gonna wish harm on your kids. Matter of fact, we'll even offer the money to wish harm on your kids. Let's stop this bullshit about the HBCUs. Half of y'all never went there. Half of y'all never gave money or time. You're so concerned about what Deion Sanders is doing, and he's done way more than you have. Deion Sanders has done more in the DFW than Charleston White. You ain't gonna lie. I'm about to piss somebody off. Deion Sanders has done more than damn Dewberry and Charleston White in DFW. Let's stop pretending that getting online saying a whole bunch of nonsense about whoever and whatever, promoting you're a shock jock, that supersedes what this man has done at Jackson. That supersedes of what he's done at Colorado. This is what's so crazy. Oh, and we make it a black and white thing. Oh, he should have stayed at the black schools. Well, he was at the black schools. He did more for the black schools than you ever have. Why are we allowing people who say the most heinous things and the ridiculous things into our schools? I would love one of Charleston White or Dewberry or Sexyy Red's people to get into the chat and tell me, why is it okay? Why is it okay for Pound Town to be advertised in schools? Why is it okay for the genocide and hurt of people to be advertised in school? We don't want gay people in there, right? We don't want to teach them nothing about the gay community, right? We don't want anybody alleged and touch some kids in there. You know, we don't want to talk about religion in there, but we will say we want the most ratchet and worst thing that we can possibly think about to come into our schools. Well, what's the benefit? Deshaun says, I mean, Charleston White is negative. Of course, it would move up when you said that. Is negative, and how you going to teach the people of positivity when all I'm hearing is negative coming out your mouth? I don't get it. That shit is delusional. And here's the thing. They're not doing it in no white schools. They're not going to any white schools teaching this rhetoric of, yeah, I stood over a white man and watched them. What? So what are you teaching our young black boys? What are you teaching our young black girls? And then we sit back and we act like, yeah, we doing something positive. We doing something good. It's somebody got in my comments and said, man, Charleston just be trolling. Okay, let's say this. Let's say this. Charleston just be trolling. Okay, cool. Troll him away from our kids. Troll Sexyy Red away from our kids. The same way we want our kids to be unaltered or unchanged by what we say the gay community may or may not represent, We don't want Charleston White saying that it's okay to stand over people and watch the life leave their eyes. We don't want our children to get online and say, I want to be the next shock jock, so now I'm going to say something about the whole Asian race. We don't want them to say, oh, now it's okay to go take advantage of women that's of another color. That's not what we want. Listen, white America. Listen, white America. That's not what we want. That's what Charleston White wants. That's what the people who sit back and applaud. I wish that every time this guy says something racist or says something so disrespectful, I wish everybody in the comments was identified. I wish you literally had to give and that might be a suggestion for YouTube. I wish people had to really give them the ID when they log in, so you can know who these people are. So when you bump into them at the goddamn grocery store, you bump into them at church, you bump into them at work, you know that these people are racist. These people promote hatred. These people are dangerous. We talk about the KKK. We talk about Nazis. We talk about all of these people that supposedly and been advocating and advertising for the hate of black people. But listen, black people hate black people. Black people condemn Jesus Christ. Black people condemn each other publicly more than any other race. Let me say that again. Black people condemn each other publicly more than any other race. I can name 10 YouTube channels right now that if you went to, the entire YouTube channel is based on condemning somebody black. Or better yet, a whole race of men that are black, a whole race of females that are black. And this is what we do. And what's so crazy about it is we only fight back or expect accountability when it's another race doing it. We only want to demand respect when it's another race doing it. It's only infuriating when it's another race. How dare this white man call me a name? But you'll sit back and watch the guy next to you call these people, your own people, names all the time. Can you imagine Anthony Dewberry sitting back talking about, man, we got to love each other. We got to protect each other. We got to keep the black dollar in the community. And then sit back and listen to Charleston White tell Deion Sanders how he wants to put money for his sons to get their leg broken. And we supposed to play it off like it's funny. Bro, I don't know what happened to you in prison. You know what I'm saying? God forbid. But I'm telling you right now, that logic is backwards and retarded. Somebody get Dewberry, somebody get Charleston White and tell them Tough Love is talking. That logic is backwards and retarded. The shit that y'all saying, and then you try to stand on it like that's some real man shit. That ain't no real man shit. That is the dumbest logic. And this is the reason why young people don't have a respect for authority. Because anybody that has a platform, they don't even have a sense of accountability. I can say whatever I want to say and then call it entertainment, or I can say it's my First Amendment, or I can say I'm a shock jock. That covers me. And the minute they ass get into a courtroom and somebody actually laying out what's been said, you know what? Oh, well, you know, Your Honor. There's zero accountability. And then we say, well, what's dangerous to our children? The things that we pointed out to be dangerous. Salute. The things that we pointed out to be dangerous, for some reason, it's not the accountability of our fellow man or fellow woman. It's always another race. I wanted to, and this is my issue with BLM. I'm about to piss somebody off. Why are we so we're so reactive when it comes to, wait a minute, hold on. Did that policeman just do something to violate that black man? So, hold on. So that black man violates that black man. We act like we don't see it. Hold on, wait a minute. That black woman violates that black woman. We act like we don't see it. Whoa, 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 whoa. This black man and this black woman violate each other. We don't see it. But the second a white man, police officer or not, the second a white woman, police officer or not, the first thing we do is we want to rally for a second. We want to rally for a second. And then what we do is we never individualize. It's never that one particular person. It's always the entire race of people. I want to ask y'all a question. I want to ask y'all a good question. If you get rid of the police, right? If you get rid of the police department, who is going to safeguard your communities? Salute, young. If we, since this conversation comes up a lot, people want to get rid of the police. The police are no good. That's what they're saying, right? If we get rid of the police, who is going to safeguard your community? Is it going to be Charleston White? Is it going to be Anthony Dewberry? Who is going to safeguard the community? You got men that think it's okay to put money to break a college kid's legs because the father didn't stay at an HBCU. And these are the men that you're going to trust, the common sense they're going to use to safeguard the community? I'm lost. I'm trying to get some Charleston White fans. I want somebody to tell me what's the logic in it. When does shock jockeying go too far? When do we say, well, enough's enough? And then as a community, we don't support that. Anything to laugh? Jimmy James says that's like saying we don't need the armed forces or we don't need to breathe. I'm with you. I'm with you. Here's the thing. Anywhere you have humans, you're going to have human flaw. Hell, even if you got AI, you're going to have some type of flaw. And to say that I'm against the entire police department because 2 or 3 bad apples did some crazy shit, that's retarded. To get online and be like, oh, well, yeah, we need to get rid of the police. So I'm asking questions because I really want to know. Who's going to safeguard us? Is it going to be the local drug dealer? Hell, you're giving the local drug dealer the key to the city. The local gangster, the key to the city. Hey, he used to be a pimp, but he got the key to the city. So that obviously don't mean shit, but let me ask you a question. Who is going to safeguard the community? Because somebody thought it was a bright idea to sit back and say, you know what? Let's bring Sexyy Red into the school. Not Beyonce, not some other business mogul. Let's bring Pound Town to our kids. Let's bring the guy that says he hates the Asian community, but he was just joking and playing, to our children. And we sit back like this. Man, that's just Charleston, man. He just playing, man. That's just, man, come on, man. Don't be so emotional. Bruh. At what point in time do we say, man, that shit is foul? And why is it that, and no disrespect, if you serve time, I get it. You paid your debt to society. But it's like, it's the people that have this altered version of reality, right? Hassan Campbell, altered version of reality. Charleston White, altered version of reality. That I can say something today, but tomorrow you can't hold me responsible for it because I was just playing. It was just entertainment. And then you got to ask yourself, well, they believe that because there are people cheering for that. They're cheering for that buffoonery. They're cheering for that craziness. Hassan Campbell says, I will put long penis in your kid. How you let that go? You condemn R. Kelly, you condemn Brother Polite, but this guy is free to walk around. And everybody's still zooming in to see what he got to say. Why do we care what he got to say? We promote the worst. And then you expect, well, you know, a white man better not say nothing to a black man. That's for sure. Because if a white man say, bruh, we showcase we don't care about each other. We don't care about black men. We don't care about black women. We don't care about black communities. We don't care about black kids on a daily basis. We showcase, look, it's 21 people in here, 8 likes. What am I saying wrong? Somebody tell me, hey, it's open. Somebody tell me, what am I saying wrong? We showcase, we don't care about black people on a daily basis. The community, men, women, we don't care on a daily basis. But the millisecond, another race says something about the black community, now we want to join arms. Singing Kumbaya and shit. Black Lives Matter when? After a white person do something to you? It don't matter before then. We doing nothing to get drugs out the community. Right? We promote the most ratchet shit. Everything that is black, that is popular, has a stench of ratchet to it. You couldn't even let Shakira Richardson enjoy her goddamn win. Yeah, she a queen. She a ratchet queen. She from the hood. That girl has worked her ass off to get into the position that she's gotten into. It has nothing to do with being ratchet. It has nothing to do with being a queen. It's her. She did that. You wasn't on the track running with me. You wasn't in the gym shooting with me. We claim shit and then twist it and alter it so it can fit our narrative. Let me tell you something. There are a lot of people out here that have great messages. You got Jamil Peterson, very funny guy, whatever case may be. You know, and I'm glad that he's getting the shine that he's getting on his channel right now. Salute to him. You got a lot of positive content creators out there making great content. You got a lot of people out there uplifting people, whatever. Let me ask you something. Why is it that the people that condemn the most people get the most shine? What is going on in our community? What is going on in our community that we love to hear hate? We love to hear discontentment and disrespect. What is it something within us? Is it a black thing? We love to say, Candace Owens, you a sellout. Brandon Tatum, you a sellout. Right? They married some white people. Y'all sellouts. But let me ask you something. What are we looking forward to as black men and women? Can you imagine your wife sitting there sucking up all the information from Cynthia G? How black men should have never been born and how they're this and that and this. Listen to Tanya TKO. Oh, these dusties and these this and this. Right. And then the black man over here listening to this guy and that guy talking about, oh yeah, these black women ain't this and this. Can you imagine the amount of negativity that would be in your household? Can you imagine the thought process of when you have an issue with your fiance, your wife, your husband, somebody you say you love, the type of name calling that goes on? Ladies and gentlemen, we promote division every day. We support division every day. It ain't no white thing. It ain't no white thing. It's a black thing. And it's like, okay, well, to discombobulate your message, let me see if I can pull your black card. Let me see if you act black. Let me see if you got the black lingo. Oh, you got a college education, you ain't black. You pay your bills, you ain't black. You don't talk with your fingers, you ain't black. You don't wear your hat to the back, you ain't black. You married a white lady, you ain't black. You married a white man, you ain't black. There's always somebody trying to check the list and say, well, I'm about to revoke your black card. I'm about to revoke. Let me tell you something. I know people that live in the hood that don't want to be in the hood. F the hood. Come here, come here, come here. F the hood. F getting shot at. F worrying about if somebody gonna break in your house and it's gonna be a damn drive-by. F the people standing on the corner selling nicks and dimes. F going to the local dirty corner store. F cigarette butts and crack needles laying on the ground. F piss in the hallways. F the hood. I know numerous people right now still fighting to get out the hood while we're glorizing it like it's somewhere to be. This my block, bro. You don't own shit. You don't own the street sign, the street light, the concrete, the wood, the bricks. You don't own nothing. You done wrote your name on the side of a wall. This our block. Ain't nothing productive going on that block. You ain't teaching me how to build credit. You ain't teaching me about love languages. You ain't teaching me about traveling. You ain't teaching me how to be a man or be a woman, build a family, start a career. You ain't teaching shit. You teaching a recycle of hate, of discontentment, of chaos, of going to jail, coming home, acting like I just graduated. I'm about to piss somebody off, acting like I just came home from college. BG got a damn Bentley. I got 10 people that just graduated from a damn HBCU, ain't get a damn thing, but good job. But we got Anthony Dewberry and Charleston White screaming, talking about Deion Sanders left the HBCU. Where is the donations for the HBCU, the people that just graduated? Why is it up to Deion to lead the charge? Shit is ridiculous. Shit is ridiculous. At what point in time do we take responsibility? I'm talking to people right now. I'm talking to people right now. If I seem passionate, because I am. Because when you sit back and you look at everything, you like, dude, you got the most disruptive people, the most diabolical people leading the way. I say this, a clock can be right 2 times a day. So while you're waiting for that full rotation for somebody to be right, they can be chaotic all throughout. They can lead a revolt for disrespect and racism all that time until they get back to being right. You're cheering for someone talking about white people because you haven't achieved what you wanted to achieve. Because the black people that's actually achieving shit, that's actually saying, I know damn well whatever is afforded to you, I can go get if I work for it. If me and my brother and my sister lock arms and say, hey, you want to be an entrepreneur, you can go be an entrepreneur. Hey, you want to travel, you can go travel. You want to start a family, you can start a family. Things are afforded to us. This ain't goddamn 1960, 1950. You got people that's talking about slavery that's never been a slave. Everything is afforded to them, but they're too lazy to. Let me talk about reparations. Oh my God. Black people, we want reparations. Let me ask you something. Y'all. Salute. Let me say something to you. Imagine if reparations gave everybody that was African American, right, $1 million. How many businesses do you think would be opened up? How many HBCUs do you think would be donated to? How many homeless people do you think would be given shelter, taught a trade? Or how many strip clubs do you think would be visited? How many parties do you think would be thrown? How many expensive cars that we can't keep up the maintenance would be brought? How many mansions would be brought? Living outside your means. You want to give people money that's not used to having money that don't know how to invest that money. So therefore, instead of creating generational wealth, not being rich, being wealthy, it's a difference. Instead of learning how to create generational wealth, you want to say, well, just cut me a check and I'll figure it out. Well, people get cut welfare checks, don't they? Don't they get child support checks? Don't they get tax returns? So in January and February, when you see people, now I'm at the club and I'm balling out of control, all the way to March where they back broke again, that shows you the example of, well, give me the check and watch me F it up. Give me the money and watch me F it up. You talking to people that's promoting killing white people. And you want them as some type of leaders. You're talking to men that were in prison for the dumbest shit. And then they get out and now they want to talk to the youth. Brother, listen. Sister, listen. I think that when you go to jail, especially if it's not against, for no abuse and no crimes against kids, okay, got it. Be rehabilitated, all that great stuff, whatever, right? And then when you come out and you decide that you want to speak on things, stay in your fucking lane. Because it's people out here, while you were locked up, it's people out here that been doing it. It's moms and dads, it's pastors, it's real life activists. So when you get out and you want to butt in and talk about, I want to be a shock jock and I'm going to say the most racial shit, the most heinous shit, but I still want to come into the schools. Stay out of our schools. Stay out of our schools. We don't need you in our schools. If you can get past going to those Ivy League schools, listen to me, Charleston White. If the Ivy League schools let you in their school, okay, then you can come back and talk to us. But what we don't need is men and women standing in front of our children like Sexyy Red and Charleston White talking about, look at me, Pound Town, and Mr. I'll do anything for to say anything as a grown ass old man with one eye. Bro, you over 50 years old, and your message to young black men is how to stand over white men and see the life leaving their eyes. And that creates gentlemen. That creates entrepreneurs. That create father figures. That create leaders. That create role models. That creates providers. That creates protectors. No, that creates ignorance. That creates generational curses. That is a pipeline to go straight to prison and then learn how to be a better criminal and then come home and say, man, how can I fool this community, homeboy? All right, this is what we're going to do, man. Listen, I'm going to say something stupid, right? Say something crazy, something I know I shouldn't be saying, but I'm going to get on this camera and say it. And what I want you to do is I want you to get on your Joan and I want you to explain it away. Bet? All right, bruh. You're cheering for men that really haven't done a damn thing for your communities. They've just been online creating a whole lot of chaos, sabotaging real progress. Let me get to some of these comments, man. I apologize. Salute to everybody in the chat. I'm kind of passionate because when I see things like this, I'm like, dude, I swear to God, the first thing a black person says, don't treat me like I'm stupid. Don't try to play me, dog. At what point in time do we stop laughing? At what point in time do we stop cheering and liking and donating to fuck shit? We stop wasting our time like, bro, you done shock jocked your ass out of seriousness, out of realization. And all that shit is going to do is get somebody hurt. Now, I'm telling you right now, if you have a Caucasian man or an Asian man or a Caucasian woman or an Asian woman doing the same thing Charleston White is doing, black people would be in an uproar. But Charleston white does it as if he's leading the charge for black people. Bro, you leading us down a fucking rabbit hole that a lot of people been trying to climb out of. All black people don't want people to see them as I hate you just because you another color. I can't have a conversation with you. I can't respect you. I don't respect your children. Why? Because Charleston White said it? Who the hell is Charleston White? It always amazes me that people can promote the most heinous things and say something that makes sense one or two times, and we forget the heinous things that they said. We forget the heinous things that they did. It's almost like having that uncle or aunt that has touched a child and nobody wants to talk about it, but every time that uncle or aunt come around, they always bringing like gifts and stuff. Oh, thank you for the new PlayStation, Uncle Pete. Uncle Pete done touched all the kids in the family. Thanks for the new PlayStation, Aunt Sarah. Aunt Sarah done touched all the kids in the family. Why does your minimalistic good deed outweigh your heinous action? We're so willing to showcase how we're so materialistic. We're so animalistic, like, yeah, you a savage, Charleston, for telling that white man off. Bro, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Salute to the chat. Salute to the chat. Y'all got any questions, man? How do y'all feel about Sexyy Red and Charleston White going into the schools? Do you think that's dangerous, productive? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? While y'all playing that, I'm going to play a little bit more what Charleston White had to say about people.
Nigga won't even brag about raping a white bitch, nigga. Fuck how you niggas don't understand a nigga like that over a white man.
Let me back up so I can hear this.
Fuck you nigga need to understand me for nigga. You nigga don't know what it's like to stand over a white man and watch him die. You nigga won't even brag about raping a white bitch, nigga. Fuck.
And this is the man that should be in the school systems. This is the man we should give a pass to on social media platforms. This is something we should be applauding. Okay. Okay.
Fuck how you niggas go understand a nigga like me, nigga. The way I talk and the way I walk. You niggas is
You're right, Texas T.
Subservient. You niggas ain't standing up fucking no motherfucking sister.
And this is what's crazy to me. Hold on. Somebody's got to say this. Salute. Let me say this to you. You know what it's interesting to me? Behind me, you'll see some books, right? You see a couple books, right? Books all in it, right? Check this out. A couple degrees, right? So here's the. You know what's so interesting to me? When you have men that learn words that resonate strength, right? That reprimands pain, like, yeah, you people are subservient. Which by saying someone else is beneath, someone else is below, someone else lacks thereof, is supposed to say you're the king, you're the power, you're the strength. You learned a fucking couple big words. You learned a couple words that have a powerful meaning and you throw those around. Brother Polite did the same thing. And he was touching kids. I want y'all to think about this, right? I want y'all to think about the level of because we talk about toxicity. We talk about narcissism. I'm going to learn this and package it, and then I'm going to push it to you and make it sound like I am more than what I am. As a man, I don't believe I'm better than any man. I'm more than any man. We all put on our goddamn pants the same type of way. What happens is your actions display who you are, what your character is about. What I don't need to do is talk about another race of people when I can't help police my own. If I'm gonna overlook what my black brother doing and what my black sister is doing and promote hatred for a whole nother race, then wouldn't that make me a fool? Wouldn't that make me ignorant? Wouldn't that make me retarded? Wouldn't you find me disingenuous? Well, that's how I see Charleston White. That's how I see Anthony Dewberry. Because it doesn't make sense. We're better than you. How the hell you better? Didn't you go to jail? Wasn't you in prison? So for all the people that didn't go to prison, the people that went to college, the people that went and started a career, started a family, those people, you're better than those people. Those are the people you're better than. Those are the people that don't promote racism, the people that don't gender bash, the people that don't have to promote being a shock jock to get some attention. You're better than those people. Okay, I get it. What was I thinking? I could have just went straight to prison for some damn bum shit and then came out and say, this is why I'm better than y'all. Going to prison don't make you no motherfucking man. It don't make you better than any other man. It don't give you stripes. Let me tell you something. Out of every 20 people that come out the hood, only 1 or 2 actually really make it. Right? Only 1 or 2 actually really make it. And then some people, they never really make it to a point where they reach generational wealth. They just make it right there to the suburbs. It's right there to the suburbs. So they one step away from the hood and they're close enough to see, the horizon. Nobody's fighting to get back to the hood. Nobody's fighting to promote the hood for the children of tomorrow that's growing up, except people that haven't left the hood mentality. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to grow up. We can't keep telling white people how wrong they are about black people when we ourselves sit back and say, damn, I'm tired of my uncle keep going to jail. I'm tired of my aunt keep going to jail. I'm tired of my mom keep going to jail. I'm tired of my brother keep going to jail. I'm tired of this cycle, and then we scream and holler talking about, man, see, they throwing us in jail. They throwing away the key. Why are we not promoting stopping crime? Stopping gun violence, stopping black on black crime. Or ain't no such thing as black on black crime. Bullshit. Bullshit. What? 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 You get a couple snapshots of white men, a white policeman doing X, Y, Z to a black person. See, that's what we need to stop. No, Tyrone and Marcus been fighting for 3 motherfucking weeks. It been bullets flying everywhere. Ain't nobody say shit. But as soon as goddamn Mark come to the hood, now, we need to stop Mark. Oh, we need to start Mark and Bill. But Tyrone and Marquise can fight the whole week. We ain't gonna say nothing. Ain't gonna be no videos made about it. Ain't gonna be no Black Lives Matter on that shit. This selective, I don't even want to say selective outrage. This selective choice. Oh, well, I choose to be mad about that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I choose to focus in on that. I choose to tell the world how bad that is, but they will not tell you how bad it is for black men to bash black women, for black women to bash black men, for black men and black women to bash the community. Do I fault Candace Owens for dating outside her race? Hell no. Do I fault Brandon Tatum for dating outside his race? Hell no. Hell no. When right now, you watching this right now, know 10 goddamn content creators, and all they do, their daily mission is to mess with, expose, and destroy other black people. Gary says we all have to remember change starts with ourselves. we need to start holding ourselves responsible and accountable. We need to start having conversations that actually matter within the black community. I know that this is not a huge platform, but it's a platform that I choose to exercise the right to say, well, hey, let's have a conversation that matters. Let's bring some solutions to the table. And even if it don't change the world, it can damn sure change your world and how you see things, right? Do I like hip hop? I'm from the Bronx. I love hip hop. That's the birthplace of hip hop. But do I walk around and do I treat other races badly? Do I downplay their accomplishments and what they have going on? No. Do I treat other black men and other black women badly and bash them and talk? No. Because I want to exercise some love. I want to exercise some understanding. We don't have to agree on everything, but it doesn't have to be led with hate. And a lot of these people, the Charleston Whites, the Hassan Campbells, they lead with hate. And then they think they say something that's so monumental where everybody should stand up and give this standing ovation. You go. That's what I'm talking about. You tell them. What makes it real? I don't give a damn who you are. When you talk about hurting kids, I don't care what black, white, Chinese, Puerto Rican, green, blue. It's zero tolerance. That's the problem. People say, oh, well, as long as you don't hurt black kids, you okay. But you can hurt Asian kids. You can hurt white kids. Bro, throw your ass back in jail. They should never let y'all out. I'll be honest with you, man. They should have never let y'all out. Somebody react to this. They should have never let you out. If your whole claim to fame is how to destroy and hurt other people, your ass deserve to be locked up. You deserve to be locked up. If you've done a crime and say you pay your debts to society and you get out of the jail, out of the prison, and you bragging about it, your ass deserve to be locked back up. Make that shit a goddamn reaction video. Make that a reaction video. Stop trying to talk to our kids and lead them down the same stupid ass path you went down. Trying to stand in front of them and get some goddamn kudos because you didn't say one or two things that might sound somewhat correct. You don't fool people that actually have common sense, actually have some street goddamn knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, stop thinking that these reality TV shows or these celebrities is telling you things that's going to benefit you in your average ass life with the average ass shit that you do. Charleston White, all these people proclaim that they're above average, right? How much money they making and how this and how. Cool. Stay your above average ass out of our average ass schools. Right? Because what we're trying to do is create a narrative where our children become successful. Right? Me personally, I want my children to become entrepreneurs. So whatever the school ain't teaching them, that's when these damn books and the rest of this education, all that shit kick in and say, hey, let's talk about finances. Let's talk about opening up a business. But the last thing I want them to hear is how Charleston White, standing over white men, seeing the light come out their eyes. Talking about we ain't the same type of man. Let me tell you something, Charles. I've been to Iraq and Afghanistan both twice. I've seen some good people lose their lives, right? I've stood beside different races and nationalities of people fighting alongside me. So when I hear somebody who ain't done shit for this country, don't do really shit for the, you can't do shit for your community. Getting online saying the shit that you saying. And the fact that your community don't hold you responsible and say, bro, pick one. Pick one. Either you're going to be here with us and promote what we're trying to do to move forward, or you're going to be online saying any dumb shit that come to your head for a view and a click, trying to make yourself relevant. If you are a father, a mother, a productive citizen, a human being, a person that carries themselves with a certain level of integrity, every damn thing that I just said, you will agree to. Every damn thing. Everything. Because if you can sit back and listen to Charleston White and wait till he get to that 2 times a day being right, because a broken clock could be right twice, right? So you just wait till he get to, okay, all right, we done heard all. Okay, he right again. He right again, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, you decide. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. I appreciate you guys for being here. If you got any questions, I'll wait around, answer some questions or any other thoughts. I'm sorry, I got to get that out, man. I got to make sure people understand that it's not just a gay agenda. You know what I'm saying? It's a foolish agenda going on as well. And there's a lot of people who are promoting this foolish agenda, right? To trick not only us as grown men and women, but our children into believing shock jock is the next thing, right? Sexy red is the next thing. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. You should be the role models for your kids. However, when you're pushing this agenda inside the schools where you're bringing Charleston white and you're bringing sexy red to the schools, well, now it becomes more. So if you're going to do that, then we need to have other content promoting how that is wrong and what should we do about it. Because I'm telling you right now, if they come to one of my kids' school, it's going to be hell raised. People going to get fired. It's going to be crazy. Texas T said it's a money grab. I hear you. I hear you. But it's going to be a fire grab, because it's going to be some fire lit behind some shit if they go to that goddamn school. I'm telling you that right now. Telling you that right now. It says hate don't drive out hate. Somebody got to say that says we've never seen Charleston even get into a fair fist fight. You know what's so funny? I'm not even worried about if Charleston White can fight or not. I'm saying that when you use your voice, you weaponize your voice. And you weaponize it in a capacity where it brings harm to others physically. You got to ask yourself, like, well, what's the reason? Have they done something to slight you? And really, it's just like when people say the excuse for him being able to do that is he's just trolling or it's just entertainment. And I'm saying, what happens when that young person sees that and says, well, now I can do it, but I need to top what he's doing. So now I'm going to say, instead of just Asian babies, all of them should be gone, I'm going to say African babies. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I'm going to make it, I'm going to say the rest of the black babies. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's always going to be someone to keep on trying to raise the bar. And that's what people don't understand. Once you open the floodgates and you say this is okay, and the black community has at one point in time has to say, this is not cool with us. You know, we don't accept this. This is not what we stand for. This is not what we appreciate. But we stay silent, and then we condemn people like Candace Owens and Tatum who said something about it. And then the first thing we do is say, well, y'all not black enough to speak on the community. Right? Y'all not cool enough to speak on the community. So at what point in time do you get what you need? 50 Cent to say it? You need P. Diddy to say it? You need Baby to say it? BG to say it? Like who's black enough to say it? Is Obama black enough? Like who's black enough to say it? We uplift the worst of our community and we make them the spokesman for the black community. And newsflash, jackass. You don't have to be from the hood to speak for the black community, to understand the black struggle. You don't. And you might want to get someone that has a little bit of education and a little bit of common sense and can articulate a little bit. Because when you get Shishi up there, right, you get Fifi up there, you get Lil Loke up there, Lil Murder up there, for some reason, unless they're throwing out insults, unless every other word is a curse word, they can't get their point across. They can't articulate. You ever see those people that's like, as soon as you ask them a question, they get so mad and irate because that's how they have to talk. That's how they need to talk to get their point across. You ever see people like talk with their damn hands? Like, what we doing? Slapboxing, what we doing? Ladies and gentlemen, this is just my point of view. I'm Tough Love. If you're new here, I appreciate you coming by. I'm hoping that I'm saying something that resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate, we can agree to disagree. This is not, I hate Sexyy Red and I hate Charleston White. I just don't like what it is that they display to our children. Whatever they want to do as grown men and women on their platform, cool, but don't promote it for the race. Promote it for yourself. Don't promote it for the race. Promote it for yourself. When you bring that to our schools, and you say, "Hey, look at me," you know, and like, if you say you're not a role model, don't do role model shit. If you say you're not a leader, this is for every fucking body, right? Because I'm so tired of seeing weak ass people with platforms, with people following them. I ain't a leader. I ain't a role model. It ain't about this and it ain't about that. But then you want to be respected as if you're doing those things. Don't speak on black topics if you don't want to be a leader. Don't talk to kids if you don't want to be a role model. Little murder. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here, man. I got things to do, man. Salute to y'all. I'm hoping that y'all have a great day. I'll check the comments as they roll in. I will reply. Please remember that if you drop something crazy, outrageous, outlandish in the comments, YouTube takes those things away. And I'm glad that YouTube has kicked that feature in, or whatever case may be. So that way I don't have to police it up myself or whatever. Salute to the moderators. I don't normally get a chance to do that, but you guys have been rocking with me for quite a while. I took a hiatus due to traveling and work and just trying to get my mind right and family stuff and education. But I'm glad that you guys are back with me. We're going to be slow and steady on this channel. And as it grows, I really appreciate you guys for being here with me and just enjoying the conversation and being a part of it. I am going to start hosting panels so that way I can hear from you guys directly and it's just not me and my point of view and my perspective or whatever. Again, this is not a hate for Charleston White. It's not a hate for Sexyy Red. I've made videos agreeing with some of the things that Charleston White has said, and I've also made videos disagreeing. That to me is balance. That to me is fair and impartial. Do I believe that Charleston White should be speaking to children in schools? No. And not if you're going to promote the shock jock. Do I believe Sexyy Red should be speaking to children? No. Not if you're going to be promoting Pound Town. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tough Love. Until next time, a daughter up. Peace.